What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let's solve this math question that says find the value of x for which 3 to the x plus 1 minus 3 to the x minus 1 is equal to 30. Well, our first step will be for us to write x plus 1 in terms of x minus 1. So we have 3 to the, instead of writing x plus 1, I'm going to be writing x minus 1. But in order to make this the same as x plus 1, I will have to add 2. So that negative 1 plus 2 is 1. So we have x plus 1 just like this. Minus, this is 3 to the x minus 1 equal to 30. Now our next step will be for us to apply the law of indices that says when I have a to the m plus n, this is the same as a to the m, and since we have plus here, this becomes times a to the n. Now let's apply this law of indices to what we have here. So we have 3 to the x minus 1, x minus 1, and since we have plus here will be multiplication, 3 to the 2, that is it, minus, this is 3 to the x minus 1 equal to 30. And now simplifying further, we have 3 to the x minus 1 times 3 squared is 9 minus 3 to the x minus 1 equal to 30. Now notice that 3 to the x minus 1 is common. So we can factor 3 to the x minus 1 out, open bracket. Now 3 to the x minus 1 times 9 divided by 3 to the x minus 1, we have 9 minus 3 to the x minus 1 divided by 3 to the x minus 1 is 1. And this is equal to 30. And now simplifying further, we have 3 to the x minus 1 times, this is 9 minus 1, that is 8. Let me remove this parenthesis. So I'm going to be putting times 8 here, and this is equal to 30. Now, in order to isolate 3 to the x minus 1, I have to divide both sides by 8. So I'll divide the left by 8, I'll divide the right by 8. Now notice that this 8 cancels out this 8, leaving behind 3 to the x minus 1 to be equal to 30 all over 8. Now we can actually break this down. 2 can divide. So 30 divided by 2 is 15. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So this is reduced to 3 to the x minus 1 to be equal to 15 all over 4. Now our next step will be for us to take the log of both sides. So I'll take the log of the left hand side, which is 3 to the x minus 1. This is equal to, I'll also take the log of the right hand side, so the log of 15 all over 4. Now our next step will be for us to apply property of logarithm. I'm going to be applying one of it here. The property of logarithm I'm going to be applying on the left hand side will be the power law of logarithm, which says when I have, for example, the log of a to the p, this is equal to p, which is the power times the log of a. Now the other property of logarithm I'm going to be applying will be on the right hand side, and it's going to be the log of a all over b, just as this 15 over 4. This is also equal to the log of a minus the log of b. Good. Now let's apply this here. So we take the power, which is x minus 1, and multiplied by log 3. So times log 3, just like this. This is equal to, now the right hand side, write this in this form, we have the log of the numerator, which is 15, minus the log of the denominator, which is 4. Now our next step will be for us to simplify 15 and 4. So we have x minus 1 times log 3 to be equal to the log of 15 is same as 3 times 5 minus the log of 4 is same as 2 squared. Now once again, we're going to be applying the property of logarithm here. The property of logarithm that says when I have the log of a times b, just as we have the log of 3 times 5, this can be written as the log of a plus the log of b. Now, this is the power law of logarithm, which we've already applied before here. So let's remember this in order to apply it here as well. So this becomes x minus 1 times the log of 3 to be equal to, now writing this in this form, we have the log of 3 plus the log of 5 minus, now apply the power law of logarithm here. We take the power, which is 2, multiplied by log 2, so times log 2. Very good. Now our next step will be for us to divide through by log 3. So I divide this by log 3, I divide this by log 3, divide this by log 3, and also divide this by log 3. Now notice that log 3 cancels out, leaving behind x minus 1 to be equal to log 3 divided by log 3 is 1 plus this is log 5 all over log 3 minus this is 2 log 2 all over log 3. Now our next step will be for us to move -1 to the right hand side. So we have x to be equal to, I've already got 1 here. So as -1 crosses to the right, it becomes plus 1. So plus, this we have the log of 5 all over the log of 3 minus, this we have 2 log 2 all over the log of 3. Now simplifying further, we have x to be equal to 1 plus 1, that is 2, plus this is log 5 all over log 3, and this is minus 2 log 2 all over log 3. Now we can't just leave our solution like this, which is our final answer like this. We have to simplify further just by applying one property of logarithm, which is a property of change of base. So when I have, for example, the log of a all over the log of b, the property of logarithm says this can also be written as the log of a base b. So I'm going to be writing this and this in this form. So our final answer will then be x equal to 2 plus this becomes log 5 base 3 minus this becomes 2 log 2 base 3. That is it. And this becomes our final solution. Now we're going to be checking to see if our solution is correct. So let's check. Our given question is 3 to the x plus 1 minus 3 to the x minus 1 is equal to 30. Now, we're going to prove that the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side. So our focus is to solve the left-hand side to get 30. Now let's focus on the left-hand side. We have 3 to the x. This is our solution for x. X is 2 plus the log of 5 base 3 minus 2 log 2 base 3. That's our x. Then plus 1, so add plus 1 there, minus 3 to the x. X is 2 plus log 5 base 3 minus 2 log 2 base 3. That's our x. And then this is minus 1. So minus 1. That is it. Now our next step will be for us to apply the property of indices that says when I have a to the m plus n, this is equal to a to the m times a to the n times, because of this plus here. So we have 3 to the 2. We're going to take the exponents one by one. So we have 3 to the 2 times 3 to the log base 5 base 3, then times 3 to the, this is negative 2, so I'm going to be putting negative 2 here, so negative 2 log 2 base 3, and then times 3 to the 1, minus, this will be 3 squared, so 3 squared times 3 to the log 5 base 3 times 3 to the, this is negative 2 log 2 base 3, so we'll write negative 2 log 2 base 3, and then times 3 to the, this is negative 1, so we put negative 1 there. That is it. Now there is something we need to do here. We see this, remember the law of logarithm that says when I have the log of a to the p, this is same as p log a. That means when we see an expression like this, where we have p log a, it can be written in the reverse form like this. And I'm going to be applying that here. So we have 3 squared is 9 times, this is 3 to the log of 5 base 3, times, this will be 3 to the, now applying the reverse form, we have log 2 to the negative 2. You see that this becomes an exponent to this 2 base 3 times 3 to the 1 is 3, minus, this is 3 squared, which is 9, times 3 to the log 5 base 3 times 3 to the log of 2 to the negative 2. We know why. Base 3, and then times 3 to the negative 1 is, and this is an inverse, which means 1 all over 3. That is it. Now our next step will be for us to apply the property of logarithm here. You can see that what we have here is the same as what we have here and on every other side. So the law of logarithm that says when I have, for example, b to the log of a base b, you notice that this base and this base are the same. This is equal to the number a. We're going to be applying this here. So this becomes 9 times, the base and the base are the same, so we'll take the number 5 times, the same way we take the number 2 to the negative 2, and then times 3, minus 9 times, we take the number 5 times, we take the number 2 to the negative 2 times 1 all over 3. That is it. Now simplifying further, we have 9 times 5 to be 45 times this 2 to the negative 2. Negative means an inverse, which is it is 1 all over 2 squared. That is it. And 2 squared is actually 4. So I'm going to be writing 4 instead, times 3 minus 9 times 5 is 45 times 2 to the negative 2 is 1 over 4 times 1 all over 3. That is it. Now I can write this together, writing this as 45 times 1 is 45. So this is 45 over 4 times 3 minus 45 times 1 over 4 is 45 over 4 times 1 over 3. Now we can factor out 45 over 4 from here because it is common. So factor out 45 over 4. Now open brackets. 45 over 4 times 3 divided by 45 over 4, we have 3 minus 45 over 4 times 1 over 3 divided by 45 over 4, we have 1 over 3. So 1 all over 3. That is it. So this becomes 45 all over 4 times, now this will be 3 times 3, that is 9, minus 1, which is this one here, all over the denominator 3. And this simplifies into 45 all over 4 times 9 minus 1 is 8 all over 3. So now let's reduce the fraction. So we see that 4 divided by 4 is 1, 8 divided by 4 is 2, 3 divided by 3 is 1, 45 divided by 3 is 15. So we have 15 times 2, which results to 30. And this is what we have on the right hand side. Well, feel free to share your ideas in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video and have learned something from this video, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss my upcoming videos. And like I always say, until next time, take care.